Hello everyone and welcome back to Sweet Homes. Finding an affordable house these days can feel like searching for a needle in a haystack, but trust me, it's not impossible even in a charming place like Morgate. We're going to delve into the Morgate property market, uncovering just how cheaply you can snag your dream home. We'll look at current price ranges and essential factors that influence those prices. Think location, condition, and all those little extras that make a house a home. Let's get started. Right, let's get down to brass tacks. Based on recent data, you can find smaller flats or properties that need a bit of TLC, starting from around £80,000 to £120,000. Don't dismiss those fixer-uppers. With a bit of vision, elbow grease, and maybe a splash of paint, you can transform a diamond in the rough into your dream home. Starting with a lower purchase price can give you more wiggle room in your budget for those all-important renovations. Remember, those period features and original fireplaces are worth their weight in gold, even if they're hiding under a few layers of old wallpaper. Now, before you rush off and put an offer on the first charming cottage you see, let's talk about the factors that influence property prices in Morgate. Just like anywhere else, location is key. Properties closer to the town centre with its bustling shops, charming cafes and convenient transport links will generally command a higher price tag. But don't despair. Venturing just a little further out can often lead to more bang for your buck. Think about it, a slightly longer walk for a lower mortgage. Sounds like a fair trade-off to me. Next up, we have the condition of the property. Those project properties, the ones crying out for a bit of love and attention, will often be more affordable. But you need to factor in the cost of renovations. Don't get caught out by hidden surprises. Be realistic about what needs doing and how much it's likely to cost. Size also plays a part, of course. A bijou flat will naturally be easier on the wallet than a sprawling family home. Proximity to good schools, parks, and local pubs can all impact a property's price. So think about what's important to you and prioritize accordingly. Right, now that we've got the basics covered, let's talk about where to find these elusive bargain properties. The internet is a treasure trove of property listings, and there are some fantastic websites out there to help you on your hunt. My top picks: Rightmove, Zoopla, and On the Market. These online portals are like the digital equivalent of an estate agent's window, but with the added bonus of being accessible 24/7 from the comfort of your sofa. And don't be afraid to set up property alerts. That way you'll be the first to know when something that ticks all your boxes pops up on the market. Now, if you're feeling adventurous and fancy a bit of a property gamble, let me introduce you to the exciting world of property auctions. Auctions can be a fantastic way to snag a real bargain, as properties are often sold for below market value. Why, you ask? Well, sellers at auction are usually looking for a quick and straightforward sale, which means they're often willing to accept a lower price. Now, I won't sugarcoat it, auctions aren't for the faint of heart. You need to do your homework, be prepared to move quickly, and have your finances in order before you even set foot in the auction room. But if you're up for the challenge, it can be incredibly rewarding. To get started, check out reputable auction houses like Savills or Auction House UK, and don't forget to factor in the buyer's premium, a percentage fee added to the final hammer price. Now, for those of you who prefer a more discreet approach to house hunting, let me let you in on a little secret. Sometimes the best deals aren't even advertised online, that's right. We're talking about the mysterious world of off-market properties. These are properties that are being sold privately without any public advertising. So how do you tap into this hidden market? It's all about networking, my friends. Get to know your local estate agents, pop in for a chat, let them know what you're looking for, and be upfront about your budget. Another avenue to explore is connecting with property investors. And finally, don't underestimate the power of local Facebook groups or online forums dedicated to property. Okay, so you found your dream home in Morgate. Congratulations. Now let's talk about how to actually make it yours. Step 1, and this is crucial, is getting your finances in order. Figure out your budget and decide whether you're buying with cash or if you'll need a mortgage. If it's the latter, get a decision in principle from a lender. This shows sellers you're serious and can actually afford the property. Step 2 is the fun part: house hunting. View multiple properties to compare and contrast. Trust your gut and don't be afraid to walk away if something doesn't feel right. Step 3. You've found the one time to make an offer. This is where your negotiating skills come into play. Don't be afraid to haggle, especially if the property needs work. Step 4 is where the legal eagles come in. You'll need a solicitor, also known as a conveyancer, to handle all the legal paperwork, property searches and contracts. Step 5 is all about making sure your potential new home is structurally sound. Get a property survey done, especially if it's an older property or a fixer-upper. And finally, step 6, the moment you've been waiting for. Once all the legal checks are done, you'll exchange contracts, pay the deposit, and then completion. Congratulations, you're officially a homeowner in Morgate. Now, before you start celebrating and planning your housewarming party, there's one last thing we need to cover: hidden costs. Buying a property, even a bargain one, comes with its fair share of additional expenses. First up, we have stamp duty. This is a tax you might have to pay when you buy a property over a certain price. Next, we have solicitor or legal fees. These can vary depending on the complexity of the purchase, but it's essential to factor them into your budget. Then there are survey costs. The cost of the survey will depend on the type of survey you choose and the size of the property. And of course, if you're planning on doing any renovations or repairs, you'll need to factor those costs in too. It's always best to get quotes from reputable tradespeople before you commit to anything. And finally, if you're getting a mortgage, don't forget about mortgage arrangement fees. So there you have it. We've journeyed through the ins and outs of the Morgate property market, uncovering hidden gems, decoding price tags, and equipping you with the knowledge to confidently navigate your way to property success. Remember, finding a bargain home in Morgate is entirely achievable with a bit of research, a dash of patience, and a sprinkle of good old-fashioned house hunting spirit. If you found this video helpful, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to Sweet Homes for more property tips and tricks, and don't forget to share your questions or comments below. I always love hearing from you. Until next time, happy house hunting.